We all have a 9/11 story. My story is that my sister was supposed to fly out on Flight 11 that morning. Got a phone call the night before, and they told her not to go because the parts she needed weren't there. We didn't know she was alive, so I know you had mentioned trying to get through to people.
Yeah.
And for us, it was 6 hours of trying to get through. So it really hit us. And then there were an awful lot of the near misses that you hear about. Someone was late because of a traffic accident. Someone was late because of coffee. And these were all people. And it was amazing to see how the whole world came together to support us after this. I got involved with the Tunnel of the Towers Foundation because I think it touches all of us in some way or another. And the fact that 93 cents on every dollar goes right back into the mission for Tunnel of the Towers, and that his brother doesn't even take a salary.
No.
This is really, it's just a commitment that has been ongoing since 9/11.
Having a beer with Fred is really about getting to people's passion and what makes them tick. Having a beer and having honest, frank, clear conversation that inspires our audience is what it's about. Well, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
You're passionate about Tunnels to Tower.
Yeah.
Tell us what that's about and how you got involved.
So, the foundation started on 9/11. Stephen Silla was a firefighter in New York. He was off duty going to play golf with his brothers, and the first plane hit the tower. So he went right back to work, grabbed his gear. All the roads were shut down.
He was on a golf course at the
On
time?
a golf course, yeah.
Jesus.
Or on his way to the golf course.
Yeah.
And he grabbed his gear and he ran from his station. He had to go through Battery Tunnel to the towers where he died in the second tower when it came down. So his family, his brother Frank Siller, is the CEO of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. So they do three things. About 2 years ago, they started to work to help house homeless vets. So they'll come in and they'll to take over a hotel. They'll provide services for them to get them back to whatever they need for services, counseling, career opportunity development, whatever. And that's actually been working pretty good. It's across the country. They help everybody from coast to coast. They work to make houses handicap accessible.
Great.
And they work with firefighters and military, public safety, PD, everything. So if you're catastrophically wounded, they can come in and make your house handicap accessible. And to the point where you can run a house off an iPad, make them smart.
No kidding, yeah.
They also build smart homes for people. I think a couple of things that sets this foundation apart from a lot of other foundations is they're not there. They don't just build the house and walk away. They're not there in just a short time. They're there for the long haul.
Okay.
So if you can't take care of yourself, struggling to take care of yourself, you can't take care of your house correctly. So they're there to provide services for cleaning and maintaining and whatever needs to be done. So they're there for the long haul, which is really cool. And the big thing, the third one is for Gold Star families who lost a member in the line of duty, they will pay off their mortgages.
No kidding.
To date, they've given out over $1 billion in awards, $1 billion. And they're 93% efficient, meaning 93% of every dollar raised goes directly to the cause, and there's only 7% administrative costs.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's not even, that's way above and beyond. So you're involved, you live on Shipyard Island.
Yep.
And you're a Portland firefighter.
Yep, been there a little over 20 years.
No kidding. So how did you get involved?
So I had a friend of mine, Carissa, said, hey, let's go do this 5K in New York. It's a good cause. And I said, geez, New York seems like a long ways to go. There must be a 5K between here and there. But she didn't let up. And I said, oh, great. New York be a fun trip. So we went down, had no idea what I was getting into.
Right into the city?
Right in the city, yep. Right into Manhattan.
Oh, fantastic.
It ends right
at
site.
Yeah.
Last year, I think it was the 6th year I've done it. My wife went with me last year and did it. And it's not so much a run. It's a run walk.
Yeah.
It's an event.
Have fun.
There was between 38 and 40,000 people on it last year. They come from all over the world. Mm-hmm. We have met people from Germany, Australia, England. We have friends outside of England in East Sussex.
Oh, nice.
They've been coming over for like 15 years. They come over every other year.
Yeah. We love England. We actually, my partner's English, and we sell a lot of Shipyard over there, so I go over 3 or 4 times a year. But what are we doing in Portland on August 3rd?
So after having
August 30th.
30th.
Yeah.
Yes. So after going down to New York a few years and learning more about the foundation and what they do, I was sitting in a bar in Manhattan because that's where all good ideas start. And I said, hey, why don't we have one in Portland?
Yeah.
Because I'd been talking about it. So met people, talked about it. And last year was the first year we had a run in Portland. And it went really well. And I will say that I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah.
It's way outside my comfort zone, same with my wife. But with a lot of volunteers and help, guidance from the foundation. The foundation is so good. They're very helpful, positive. They're squared away.
All right.
We ended up having 299 runners last year.
That's fantastic. So where's it going to start? Where's it going to finish?
It's going to start in Payson Park.
Yeah.
And last year we ran the Boulevard.
Yeah.
But that's almost a 6K.
Yeah.
So we had a few people want to actually make it a 5K. So it's going to be a loop down towards Hannaford and back.
Okay.
And it's a run walk. Like I said, we had people pushing strollers, and we had one of the volunteers, a friend of mine, his mother did it, and she was 81, I believe, and she signed up again to do it this year.
So how does somebody sign up? They go online and...
Yep. So the easiest way to do it is just Google Tunnel to Towers, Portland, Maine, 2025, and it will bring you right to the link, and just hit the button, register.
That's fantastic. And then after the race...
We're coming here.
Going to be at the Shipyard Tasting Room at 27 Hancock Street. And Carissa had a little bit to do with that as well. We'll talk to her a little later here. And one thing exciting, everybody was affected by 9/11. No matter, I was in Las Vegas, and I was 6:30 in the morning, and I had woken up, and I called just saying, turn on and I was at a beer show, but we had an actual themed pub in the World Trade Center. It was called Tall Ships. And we had themed it all out with Shipyard. And then on 40 West Street, we had Pugsley's Pub, which, everything obviously was affected. And then my brother was a merchant marine. He was in the harbor. So I was calling him, and everybody was checking on who was affected and who wasn't. And then obviously the world was never the same for us after that. But it's nice that, these positive things that can come out of it. My dad was a World War II vet. My brother actually has MS, and the VA actually has helped him a lot with, retrofitting the house and dealing with all those things. But I do know there's a lot of things and a lot of veterans that really need the help and to get the support that you're giving them, and firefighters and other first responders. That's fantastic. So I'm excited about the fact that Carissa told us about this, and we're getting involved because it is a very powerful purpose, and we feel passionate about helping veterans. And, at the end of the day, without firefighters, policemen, and people that defend our country, where are we as a country? So I think it's really important that you've stepped up. And, Portland in Maine gets behind causes, and I think they'll get behind this even bigger, especially with your energy behind it and with Carissa's. Why don't we talk to Carissa tell me how you got involved.
As you were saying before, we all have a 9/11 story. And my story is that my sister was supposed to fly out on Flight 11 that morning. Got a phone call the night before, and they told her not to go because the parts she needed weren't there. So we didn't know she was alive. So I know you had mentioned trying to get through to people. Yeah. And for us, it was 6 hours of trying to get through. So it really hit us. And then there were an awful lot of the near misses that you hear about. Someone was late because of a traffic accident. Someone was late because of coffee. And these were all people. And it was amazing to see how the whole world came together to support us after this. I got involved with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation because most of the charities that I am involved with the children, firefighters, or veterans. Ralph is my sidekick. We do a lot of really dumb things together. Okay. Anytime we're going to do something like run in gear or climb stairs in gear, basically my husband and his wife tell the other one we said hi and have fun. So we were walking around. We wanted to do this and said, hey, how about we go do this 5K run? Because it seems like it'd be really amazing. So that was quite a few years ago. 2016, I think, is when we did it. Now we do them. I do 5 of them a year. And I'm working to kind of branch out a bit. But we always go to O'Hara's afterwards, which is quite an amazing place in and of itself. It is definitely the locals firefighter bar. And so, yeah, we might have had 1 or 2 pints and then decided that, hey, we could do this every year and maybe we could do it up north too. So
Has the city got behind and helped?
the city is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, what the Sailors have done with this mission is just explosive. It's 4 city blocks of free food and events and things like that. Every year they make this amazing Tunnel of Towers sculpture out of sand.
Yeah.
And there's just support from the moment you come out of the tunnel. And as Ralph was saying, that this is actually, it's not a race, it's an event.
Yeah.
You come out of that tunnel, and from the tunnel to the towers, there are people lined up on both sides of the street in their Class A's holding a life poster of someone who died on or since then.
Yeah.
And so it's very emotional, and it brings you right back to the feelings you had that day, whether you're a firefighter or a first responder or just a regular person.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, what's amazing about Maine, because you have a lot of volunteer firefighters, and Kennebunk, and I think it was great. Is New Gloucester a volunteer or?
They're a combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So generally speaking, in Maine, we have 3 different types of firefighters. We have career firefighters, and then you have per diem firefighters, and then on-call or volunteer firefighters. Most departments across the state, you have the majority is a combination of career and per diem firefighters. There are very few that are just career nowadays. And every firehouse or every fire station in Maine, with the exception of maybe one city, you have to be cross-trained because 85% of our calls are EMS related.
Right.
So.
Right. So I'm hoping Portland and the city of Portland will really get behind this cause and we can really turn it into something big. How did you decide? So it's August 30th. What time of day is it going to start?
Starts at 10 a.m.
Okay, that's not bad.
And so what we're hoping to do is we're generating a lot more interest this year, simply because the word of mouth is getting out there. We're hoping to do a couple competitions, see which fire department has the biggest team and things like that. And this year we're adding a silent auction and an after party. Thank you so much to Shipyard for that. But yeah, we've been working on collecting some silent auction items to hopefully generate more.
Will you do that online, or are you going to have it here?
I'm going to have it here.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely promote that. And maybe we can get some of the local personalities involved. Why join? Why get involved in support?
I think because it touches all of us in some way or another. And the fact that 93 cents on every dollar goes right back into the mission for Tunnel of the Towers, and that his brother doesn't even take a salary.
No.
This is really, it's just a commitment that has been ongoing since 9/11. So that's the majority of the reason why. And the fact that we've done so much to help the homeless veterans. It's not just, putting them in a home and forgetting about them.
You're a 20-year-old kid. You weren't even alive, right? If you, right? So,
Sure.
Right? I mean, it's like us hearing about Pearl Harbor. When I was a kid, my mother always told me how life was before Pearl Harbor, how it was after. Mm-hmm. But I think it's so powerful that you're providing homes for people in need, mm-hmm. and you're paying off mortgages, mm-hmm. and that's 97 for every dollar, 93 cents goes towards that. That's huge. That's just a big impact that one registration or, somebody donating an auction item or getting involved in buying an auction item or whatever we can do from Portland to help support. Have they done much in Maine for veterans here?
Well, I do know there is one veteran that had a smart home built for her. She's a double amputee, and she runs with us. She ran with us last year, but I know she
ran.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any other thoughts that you have that you want to share with the listeners?
Well, we're hoping to break 1,000 runners, so come on out and join us.
We're gonna push for that. We, as a company and as an entrepreneur, I think it's very important to network and get involved in causes that have and do touch a lot of people and make a difference. In the past, we've gotten involved in junior achievement. We've gotten involved Big Brothers Big Sisters, the Boys and Girls Club, all things that I think hit our community. This definitely hits the military community, the first responder community, which is critical, I think, to take care of the people that have done their best to take care of us. So I think it's great. How about you want to come on up?
We are so grateful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So you married a fireman.
I married a fireman.
Yeah.
And
Well, I married a lobsterman
oh,
who was a fireman volunteer for years, and then eventually he became a fireman full time.
what's the best way for them to support this event? One would be going on and sign up and running, but what other things could they do and feel like they've had an impact or given back to this cause in a way that would have an impact?
Well, obviously signing up and running and just getting out and raising money. If you have a business in Maine, maybe you would like to become a sponsor, either a smaller sponsor in donating items for our silent auction that we're having here. Thank you very much for letting us be here.
And on August 30th, it'll probably be around noon, probably,
Yeah,
right?
after the run, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they want to be a bigger sponsor and, get things like, well, this is our run shirt from last year, and it's got business names on the back. Our first year, we only had 4 little names on the back. We're hoping to cover the back of it with business names eventually over the years. That's another way.
You don't need to run the whole thing. You can walk, you can drive.
I walk them. I don't run them, but yeah, walking's fine. Last year, we had an 81-year-old woman who came and walked. She did the whole thing.
Right.
We had people who were parents who with little ones in strollers that they ran with.
No.
Yeah, so it's all ages.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, one of the exciting items we have for our auction is Gronk Fitness.
Perfect.
The man who runs it is Rob Gronkowski's brother.
Yeah.
And he got us a signed football from Gronkowski from the Gronk. Yeah, so that's one of the items we have.
That's fantastic. So everybody that runs or walks will get a complimentary Shipyard beer when they come down after. So cheers to that. And I'm really excited for the fact that we're involved and we can have an impact and help with whatever we can do on the fronts of this amazing foundation, because not many do 93% to the.
No, it is truly amazing.
Your part and everybody's part in supporting this cause is impactful. So people should support it, get behind it. And if it's $1 or $100 or entering the race, whatever you can do, it's going to a great cause and it's going directly to people in need. Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
We all know Mark Wahlberg as an American movie star, but what makes him unique is what he does when he's not on the silver screen. Mark is passionate about his family, his faith, and his country. He joined me on a tour of our 9/11 mobile exhibit. With his powerful voice, he's helping us to never forget those who have sacrificed so much.
You guys are doing amazing work.
Our foundation, you know what we do. We take care of our first responders and Gold Star widows that their loved ones died in the line of duty and leave young children behind, catastrophically injured service members. And we build these mortgage-free smart homes. You're a man of faith.
Absolutely.
St. Francis of Assisi who said, brothers and sisters, while we have time, let us do good.
Absolutely. We all have to do our part. There is definitely a role for every one of us to contribute in some sort of way.
See, now we don't hold any grudge with any New York-Boston sports rivalries because of all that you guys do.
I had the good fortune of being able to visit Afghanistan and to see the sacrifice that our brave men and women actually make to provide our freedoms. I don't take that lightly.
As I got involved, I was inundated with calls about how people could help and contribute. And
it represents all the great heroes that died on 9/11, and we're always going to hold it to the highest standards of any foundation in America.
Couldn't find a more worthy cause. The fact that this is something that has literally touched and affected every single person, they just have to be a part of it. And your reputation is beyond impeccable. Everybody knows where the money's going. Every single dollar. God bless you.
We need your help to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children. Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting t2t.org.